Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Young here, and today I'm back in another Fortnite video, and in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys some very easy tips and tricks that you guys can follow to allow you to win a lot more games very easily in Chapter 2. The tips in this video are something that anybody can follow. They're very easy and simple to do that is going to significantly improve the chances of you winning every single game. So definitely stay to the end of the video. And before we get into the video, I have a V-Buck giveaway. I'm going to be giving away 2,000 V-Bucks. And if you guys want a chance to enter this giveaway, all you guys have to do is to drop a like on this video. Make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel. Turn on my post notifications and also leave a comment down below of your Xbox gamer tag, your PSN gamer tag, or Epic account. And you guys will be automatically entered into my next giveaway, which I'm giving away 2,000 V-Bucks. If you guys want some free V-Bucks, make sure you guys do enter into the giveaway. And alright guys, let's go right to the video. Alright, so here in this video, I wanted to be giving you guys some very simple and easy tips and tricks that you guys can follow that is going to significantly help you guys win a lot more games very easily in Chapter 2. Because recently I have noticed a few mistakes that I've been doing and also the people I played with that is costing them wins and also costing them games that can be easily prevented if they were to change a few things about the way they play. So those are the things I wanted to be discussing in this video. And like I said, these are very easy to do. It's one of those things you just have to always keep in mind every game you're in. It's not like a mechanical thing. You have to practice it over and over again. Very easy to do, and it's going to significantly help you guys win a lot more games. So one thing I have noticed, and what I'm getting into, is that I feel like people lose a lot of games toward the middle. Especially towards the middle, could even be towards the beginning, or people are losing because they don't have any sort of shield. They don't have any sort, maybe not the best weapons. They got a great pump shotgun, the worst gun in the game. They have a great pump shotgun. They just have loot that just is not equipped for winning gunfights, and I feel like a lot of people are losing games because of that. And of course, if you have a decent amount, if you have like a shotgun and SMG, then you are good enough to win some gunfights. But it will help you win a lot more games if you do have better loot. And also if you have shield, not having shield can be a big problem and can cost you a lot of games. Of course, here in this gameplay, it was back from when I was playing Siphon, so that really wasn't a problem. But not having shield in a game is just something that is not the best move to make and will cost you a lot of games if you can't find it. So what you'd want to do is you want to have areas along the map, and it really doesn't have to be, specific areas, but there is going to be areas around the map where you can get a lot of free and easy loot that most people don't end up going to. So what you'd want to do is you want to find locations maybe on the rotation that you have. So I usually go like Lazy Lake, I usually land Pleasant Park, areas like that. So what I want to do is I want to find areas nearby that, as I'm rotating, that will have a pretty good chance of not being looted. So areas around the map that's going to have a lot of free and open loot. Because in arena, of course, when you play arena, there's going to be pretty much everything's looted in arena. But in a public match game, most people go to areas like the big name places like Salty, Holly Hedges. Most people go to those locations. Most people don't land on the outside of the map. Occasionally people do, but most people don't. So those areas are going to be completely unlooted. And right here, I wanted to give you an example of a place that a lot of people just don't go to that can be very helpful for helping you guys win a lot of games. So here, right past Salty Springs, so maybe you drop Salty Springs, you get a couple kills, you clear out Salty, and maybe you don't have much shield at all. So one thing you could do, and if you know about it, you can come over to this bridge, and right here is going to be a Serb truck that once you break it, you do get 100 shield, and right here is exactly where it is on the map. Now, this isn't the only example, but this is a very good example of just knowing different locations that are going to be unlooted and just knowing different areas that can give you a lot of very good loot and also shield. Because I've had so many games, especially at the start of the games, where I just got screwed over. I mean, I ended up clearing out Salty Springs, having a good amount of kills, but I just had no shield whatsoever. And one thing I had to do was find a way to get shield, and going over to this bridge was a very good way to do it. A lot of times it wasn't looted, sometimes it was, but most of the time it was not. So it made it very easy to be able to get shield again. And also there is a couple chests nearby, so if I did need to try to find a little bit more minis, I could. Also some fishing spots. So when you know areas like this around the map, of course there's other ones. There's one by a Pleasant Park, and there could be other rotations that are very good as well for fishing. And once you know these locations, so every time at the maybe middle of the game, if you are lacking on shield, maybe you are lacking on something else that you can need, you know exactly what to do, and you know exactly where to get the HP from, and you know exactly where to get the materials and the things that you need, or the loot you need. So knowing these type of things can really make a huge difference on your game, because it's going to allow you to make the best decisions possible, because you are gonna have shield, you are gonna have very good loot, which is going to increase the amount of games that you're gonna win, and just going to allow you to play a lot better. So, and I feel like that's probably one of the biggest things that I see people make mistakes on, is because when people play throughout the game, they really don't think about these other locations. A lot of people just go into the gunfights with the amount of shield that they have, maybe the amount of loot that they have, instead of really thinking about, kind of outside the box areas that people might go to that would allow them to, get up to that 200 shield mark. Because running around on 125 versus running around on 200 is, at least for me, it feels a lot different. I feel like I can make a lot better play, and also I can change my playstyle up a little bit. Like for instance, if I have 24 HP right here, I have to be a lot more careful, and I have to really be a lot slower than versus if I had 200 HP. So if I had 200 HP, I could rush this guy as hard as I want. I can make any play that I want to make on this player. But since I am low in HP, only on 24, I have to be very smart and also very careful about the decision that I make, because if he touches me at all, I'm going to be dead and I'm going to be losing in this game. So when you have more shield and you have more loot, you are going to have a lot more options, and it is going to be a lot easier to win games. And when I show that location in Salty, there's so many other really good locations you can go to as well. So another instance, when you go to Weeping Woods, right next to Weeping Woods, you have a river, and you have a ton of mushrooms laying around. It's in between Weeping and Salty Springs. I go there all the time to get mushrooms for extra shield. And places like that really are all over across the, all across the map. You can find a ton of unlooted locations pretty much at any point in the game. But like I mentioned at the very beginning, if you are playing Arena, it's a lot more difficult, just because a lot of people do land at those off locations, and they are going to be pretty much landing every single place around the map. But if you are in a public match game, you're in a solo, duos, or squads, then trust me, a lot of those locations, probably the majority of them, aren't going to be looted whatsoever, and it's going to just be a bunch of free loot, a bunch of free shield, and it's really going to help you guys win a lot of games and just win a lot easier, because when you have that HP and you have that loot, it gives you a lot more options on exactly how to push, when to push, and you can also push a lot faster. So doing that can also as well increase the amount of kills you get, because when you're on low HP and you don't have the best loot, the gunfights last longer, they're a lot more difficult to win. So when you do have the best loot possible and good HP, then that will in turn allow you to get a lot more high kill games as well. So if you are struggling on kills, this can also be a very good tip for that as well. It can increase the amount of kills you are going to be getting every single game, because you're going to be able to play a lot more aggressive. Because if you want to get a lot of kills, you have to play very fast, very aggressive. And a very good way to do that is if you have 200 HP, you're going to be able to do that versus having maybe 125. You definitely still could on a little bit lower, but it is going to be much more difficult. So those are going to be the tips I have for this video, and I hope these tips really help you guys out, because these are some of the things that I do a lot, and it's one of those things you really don't notice too much unless I really explain it or really talk it out. Because when I'm playing a game, sometimes it might look like I just found a location that just happened to be next to me, but a lot of times I do purposely go to those locations to grab that shield, and that really helps me a lot when it comes to winning games. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. Hope this video helped you guys out a lot. And with that being said, that's wrap up for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys liked it, make sure you guys do drop a like. Make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. And also, I'm going to be doing like a whole setup review, like a setup review, or not setup review, like a setup review, I guess you can say, at 200k subscribers. So if you guys are not subscribed, make sure you guys do subscribe. Make sure you guys do hit that like button, turn on the notifications if you don't already have them on. And alright guys, I'll see you next video.